Hello, Cancer. We are going to do your weekend forecast. Um, First of all, thank you, Barb and Gina. Second of all, anything that you need to know is going to be in the description box below. I don't know why the light keeps doing that, but we're just going to roll with it because what are we going to do? So if you want to book a personal reading with me, I am doing $50, 20-minute Zoom face-to-face. That's how it's going right now, right? So if you want to book that, that'll be in the description box below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am working really hard on getting this channel up. I'm going to be dumping the content, so to speak, by a lot. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What do you have coming up this weekend that we need to know about, Cancer? What do we have? If this isn't your reading, it will not resonate for everyone. Check your placements. I have a list of recommended readers, cross-watch, whatever you need to do, right? Don't force it. If it's not your story, it's not your story, okay? You'll find it somewhere else, I promise. Okay, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know for this weekend? What does Cancer need to know for the weekend? Here you are, bottom of the deck. Here you are. Queen of Cups energy. Coming into the current moment, we've got this Knight of Cups. The challenge or blockage is the Seven of Swords. The reason the reading is going down, what is going on? Why is it all happening? Is the Three of Cups. All right. Recent past, we've got the Moon, okay? Card of Cancer, Pisces, very watery, intuitive energy, right? And we've got 3 out of the 4 cards here are already cups. So you're already in your feels right now. And a card of the Hierophant, learning lessons, growing, finding the keys that fit to the next level. In the incoming future, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy there. Now the Devil is not bad energy, right? The Devil is very focused, fervent energy. How you see yourself is this Queen of Swords. So you're going to tell somebody what you want, what you need. I just heard the Spice Girls. I don't know. Tell me what you want. I don't own the rights to that music. Energy external to you, whether you're aware of it or not, is this Eight of Cups. Worried that someone will walk away or leave you, or you'll be leaving something behind, right? Hopes and fears is this Judgment card. Is this the right decision? Well, I'm going to tell you right now that this is universal energy. This is the universe cycling you through to this decision. So that energy is never wrong. It's our free will that will screw us up every time. And in your outcome, you have this Queen of Wands. Oh, but she is feisty. That's fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. Okay. It's very different energy from Queen of Cups energy, right? The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, very knowledgeable. The Queen of Wands has the fire to spark that, because if she sees something, she wants it and it will be hers. King and Queen of Wands. I see it, I want it, it's mine, right? And I love that. And I'm just going to say this, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but on this card, the little baby down in the bottom, over all over again. It looks like he's washing his armpit with a fish. I'm just saying. He might not be. Okay. Here you are on the bottom of this deck, too. King of Cups. So now we've got, guys, Cancer, this reading is for you. I don't know what the light is doing. And there's that Three of Cups again. Okay, so coming into the current energy, we've got this Knight of Cups. This is either you or someone coming towards you, offering up something emotional, whether it's a emotional communication or an emotional offering, of a relationship or a person putting their heart on their sleeve, so to speak. That's coming towards you. And I feel like this energy has been around for a minute. It's been real stagnant, but it's been around for a minute. It's been around you for a minute. Look at that. So the Moon, you chose to either not look at it. Let me plug this in. Is this not plugged in? Hold on a minute. Sorry. Okay, had to plug my computer in. All right. So here we have this Knight of Cups energy that's been coming towards you for a while, I think, that you have chosen not to see, or you've chosen to ignore it, or you've chosen to hide it. I don't know, whatever the case is for you. Not crowning you, but opposing you or blocking you or challenging this energy is the Seven of Swords. Feels sneaky, maybe. And it might be this, but either way, you're trying to do something that you don't want other people to see or know about, maybe even yourself a little bit, right? Yeah, here's this energy, this universal energy, though, pushing you forward into an uncomfortable space where you may very well have to let someone or something or the world see this side of you that you've been trying to hide and not see, going towards what you wanted, not letting anybody know about it, not giving anyone the chance to either support you or condemn you, right? Not giving anyone the chance because you're hiding it. So this could be your energy. This could be what's coming towards you. But it's been in your energy for a long time, and it's finally going to show itself. It's finally going to present itself whether you want it to or not. You don't get to keep it hidden anymore. It's finally going to kind of ignite a series of events. And this has been coming for a hot minute. It's been coming for a hot minute. So whatever it is that you want to go towards or that you want to be or you want to have or whatever it is, you have been hiding that. You've been holding back on that and not letting people in, not letting people know, maybe not even yourself, right? Because we're looking at a situation here where you've been in your head about it for a while. Maybe you don't admit it to anyone else, even yourself. But you are going to go after whatever this is that you want, or, you're going to move forward in the way that you want, being true to yourself. The Three of Cups. This is about your happiness and immediate change. So the fives in tarot are about change. Change is uncomfortable. Be ready for what you've manifested, because when it comes, oof. Be ready for it's not gonna, you have to drop those expectations. It's not gonna look like what you thought, right? This change, you've got the winning hand and you're still looking back. This change is not going to look like what you thought it would look like. You have to drop those expectations. You don't get to decide how other people are going to view this change either, okay? And that could be what scares you. That could be what makes you fear how you feel. This is not going to fit in for everyone. I'm just going to say this. If this is a situation where you are literally coming out of a closet in any capacity, portion of you that you didn't want the light to shine on, right? That you've kept in the dark. We don't get to decide when the light shines on us, right? We can stay in the closet and hide. But when that sun comes up, everybody knows it's up. Okay. And I'm just letting you know that I feel like for some of you, this will not be for all of you, obviously, right? It can't be. But for some of you who are going to have something exposed, something shown to the world that you maybe weren't ready for, you weren't ready for it, you weren't ready. Okay. There's it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be just fine. You will leave a part of you behind, but you'll step into this whole new light. I just pictured, you literally are walking, you're like underground and it's cold and you're by yourself because that's the path that you chose. There's this tiny, tiny little light at the very end and you're thinking that's so far away. Look how small that light is. But you've just been chugging along this whole time, not realizing how much closer and how much brighter that light is getting. And you literally think you're walking into a new room. But then when you get there, it's like, I feel like it's like the Colosseums. It's so much bigger than you thought it would be, and so much brighter than you thought it would be, and so much warmer than you thought it would be. Right? And so much more opportunity than you thought it would be. Don't turn around and go back to the dark, please. So you've got this change happening, right, for your happiness. And I feel like there is a portion of you that's allowed control group, whatever that means for you. Yeah. You've allowed a control group to see. This person can't see. But now that the sun is shining on them, you've got to, them, whatever this is, they've got to pick a direction, right? Let's guard our hearts so that we don't get hurt and keep our swords sharpened so that we can fight if we have to, but we're going to have to make a decision. We are at a crossroads about the ending of a cycle. Welcome to eclipse season. So in your past, we have this moon and we have this Six of Cups. In a lot of situations, the Six of Cups certainly is a, like a card of reconciliation, but it's also a very sweet feelings kind of a card. You have these children, right? You have these families that you love, that you feel close to, but you've kept them in the dark with that moon card. You've kept the people that you love in the dark. Maybe you thought you were protecting them. And I just heard, how long did you think that would last? How long did you think that would last? We don't control the universe. We just don't. There went the King of Cups. You can't make this up. Okay. So, Cancer, you are in your feels right now about going forward, stepping out into the sun. Okay. You have moved within the shadows for a very, very long time. And something has triggered a change and you have to respond. And I don't think you're going to be able to find the darkness in all of this. I think you're going to only find light. Right? Your crowning energy is the guru in this deck, which is the Hierophant. Right? That Hierophant schools us. We learn. This is a cycle. This is learning. This is opportunity. My screen going dark. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just have a hole in my lip right there. It's fine. So this Hierophant, this higher learning, right? It's a card of Taurus, right? So it's all about the tangible things, right? The High Priestess in the tarot deck knows all of these secrets and has the keys to the universe, but she's not talking about them. This Hierophant is literally handing you those keys. If you are prepared to listen and learn to what he has to, what he has to say, if you're going to allow it to be present in your life, you can unlock all of those secrets, right? And you can move forward because now you have the knowledge, right? Now you have the intuition that's given to us by the High Priestess, and you have the knowledge, okay, that helps you learn and move forward in the everyday, tangible, real world. Represents institutions of marriage, institutions of medicine, institutions of banking, right? You learn and you can navigate anywhere within that closed system, right? Now, to move outside of that, you have to start a whole nother thing. But right now, you're learning and moving around inside of a closed system. And the reason that you're doing that is because they're getting ready to open up a whole nother ball game to you, right? You've been on this path for a while. The universe put you there. You have now manifested it, whatever you want. And the universe is saying, would you like to learn about it before we shove you out? Like, are we going to learn about this or are we just going to dive in? That part's up to you. Okay. Looking for that stability, the Four of Wands. Yes, it's a relationship or a partnership. It's also a celebration. It's being very steady and stable and anchored on both sides, right? Balance and equality. I would be surprised if we did not see the Justice card here this turnaround. Balance and equality. And you're learning about that and celebrating within those parameters. But not everybody has seen that because you've hidden it. The Hierophant. Here's this, honey, we have the same thing, okay? We had the Hierophant to start out with this Four of Wands right in the middle, right? You're learning and they're showing you the happiness that you can have. And I feel like you're swimming upstream. You've tried not to have this method of thinking about this situation in the past. But now it's here and you don't have a choice. All of your deepest fears and regrets will come to the surface, along with all of your fulfillments and your happiness and all of the things that you thought maybe that you would never have, or maybe that you would have to keep hidden from the world. You're learning to embrace all of those things, because when you embrace it, the rest of the world embraces it. The energy that you're in is the energy that you get back in return. If you embrace this decision, this forward movement, this portion of who you are, so will other people. Not every other person. Do you need every other person? So here we have coming into the future is this devil energy, right? And I almost just hear you saying, well, damned if I do, damned if I don't. And that word's in the Bible, so it's not a bad word. Well, maybe so. Maybe for right now. But you're gonna start speaking things that are true to you, right? Because the Page of Cups is that watery energy. It is that emotion that's truthful to you. And you're going to start speaking that out loud. It's not going to be hidden. It's not going to be in the dark. And people will either like it or not, right? But that's true about anything. There you go. Now you finally feel the spark and are rushing towards it. And I feel like there's a big influence from the rest of the world right now to capture who we truly are and love that about us and give other people the opportunity to love it. Not everybody's going to love it. It's just not going to hit home for everybody. It's just not. It's just not. But I'm telling you, if you've been in sales your whole life, but all you've ever wanted to do is paint or whatever is very in your feels to you, but you thought, gosh, people will just laugh at me. Who's painting? Who's a painter? Well, you're a painter, right? So now you've expressed this to the world, and that's just an example, okay? And you've learned the way things balance themselves back out, but you didn't apply that to yourself. It was either live this way or live that way, right? So here we are in the light of day saying, I'm a painter. I'm a painter. I'm going to speak my truth as this Queen of Swords. I'm going to set some healthy boundaries, but I'm going to speak my truth and protect myself at the same time. Okay? The people that don't enjoy this decision, their words don't get to bring you down. Their judgments or decisions or whatever it is they've got going on don't get to affect you, okay? This is a conscious choice that you're making due to events you have no control over. How's that for free will? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. You will probably have to speak this truth more than once, but you're going to stick to your guns about it. Oh, is this just a phase? Do you just want to be a painter for now? Next week, you'll want to be a cowboy? Maybe. But you still get to make the choice. You will have to be vulnerable. The Lovers is about vulnerability. It's about making a choice and allowing people to see us for who we truly are, correct? And still flourishing under the advisement of the universe, because here we have, you look at the top of this card, right? We have that universal energy at the top, and there is a choice, because there's her on one side and him on the other, or vice versa, or whatever, right? And this is going to ring very, very true to some of you. But once you make that conscious choice to stand in the sun and be vulnerable and say, yes, I'm a painter, I'm also in sales, right? It's just an example. I'm just saying that that's just an example. But you're going to make that decision. You're going to make that decision and choose to be vulnerable. And you may have to speak and stand in that truth more times than you thought you would, or tell your story more times than you thought you would. Energy external to you. There might be some people that walk away from you that say, no, you're a salesman and you'll never be anything but, and refuse to acknowledge that you're a painter. That's just my example. If those are the energies that are moving away from you now, they're moving away from you for your own happiness. And maybe for that person's, if that person, you know, can't function with artists or something. I don't know. That was a terrible example at the same time that it was a great example. But you're going to lose energies and you're going to gain energies, but it's all going to be for the highest good, for your happiness. They may or may not see it from your perspective, but it's okay. It's okay, because this energy that's external from you isn't the energy you have to worry about. It's only yours that you have to worry about. So your hopes and fears, this judgment, this decision, but this is universal energy. You've been pushed into the light of day by situations beyond your control. What you do with that light of day is your free will. It is up to you. But you've got a choice to make. You've got a decision to make. You're doing it in front of everyone this time instead of only a small group or only yourself even. And you are so scared of abandonment. You're so frightened of abandonment that the people who say that they love you might not love you tomorrow as a painter. Okay? That they might not love you tomorrow. Well, if they can turn that off and on, how much do they love you today? Right? Are they going to stand united with you? Or are they going to leave you behind because of this decision? Because of this judgment? Are they going to leave you behind? Are they going to abandon you, or are they going to unite with you? This is so backwards. It's like curling your hair for the first time. Anyway, are they going to unite with you under this decision that you've made? Or are they going to abandon you? That's up to them. You can't do anything about that. Right? There's nothing you can do. So here we have this Queen of Wands energy in the outcome. And I've been talking about standing in the sun. What's above her head? The sun. All eyes on me. I will grow and I will flourish with all eyes on me. Because you can't stay in the dark forever. Things don't grow in the dark. Some things do, but not the things you want. So here you go out into the world, being your true self, doing what you want, painting, right? And it's good and it's warm and it feels true to yourself. So you're going for it. And you're backed by the universe. This new energy that you've harnessed, the universe brought it to you. And it was coming whether you wanted it to or not, because that's what the universe does. It gives us all of this energy. It's like when you're on a ski lift and you have to jump off at some point, or you're just going to keep going around and around and around. Well, the universe is going to bring it around and around and around. Dang it, jump off the ski lift, ski down the mountain, right? It will take your breath away. And it'll be good and bad. But whew, that ride will be worth it, right? What else does Cancer need to know? All right. You feel stuck where you're at. We've got 2 8s. We have a cycle completion getting ready to happen. We've got a cycle completion getting ready to happen. You are going to feel stuck, but you're working on it, right? You feel anchored to this darkness. Okay. You do. You feel anchored to this darkness. But I'm telling you, here comes this tower moment that there's nothing you can do about. You have to work within the parameters of that tower. So what are you doing? Working within the parameters of that tower moment. But it's going to shake everything to the core. You're going to be left with like a smoldering pile of rubble. How do I fix this? Well, as the Queen of Cups, here's a divine feminine going in for the win, right? Watching it all, taking it all in, having that new beginning that she was really trying not to have. Really, she was really working with all this dark energy, right? Working with maybe not showing everything to everyone. I can balance the light and dark myself. No, you can't. When the sun comes up, baby, the sun comes up. But you're going to be happy. You're going to go towards it. It's going to be yours with this star energy. It belongs to you. It's your fate. It's your destiny. Okay. What did I just say earlier? Okay. So here we have, you're going to guard your hearts because you don't want to be broken. But here's justice. And I said earlier, I would be surprised if we saw justice. Didn't see justice. This is the universe is going to, it's going to blow it all up. All right. It's going to blow it all up because it wasn't built on something balanced, something stable. Okay. But this is balanced, stable, right? This isn't going anywhere. If you put one tent stake on one side and 3 on the other, that side's probably going to fall apart. If you anchor them down on both sides, you're going to get a structure that will get you through to the next level. That will get you through to the next level. Teach you the way to get you through the next level. I love this for you. I love this for all of you painters. I hope that this gives you some insight and some guidance. Give me a little winky face in the comments if you understand that this is meant for you, okay? And understand that we all have light and dark in us. Everybody already knows it. But when you step out into the sun and you harness that energy and you go forward, you're gonna get so many things that you couldn't even fathom. So release your expectations of what you really wanted it to look like, because it doesn't look like that. Success doesn't always have to come in on a train that we recognize. But it's coming. And there's too many signs and synchronicities here to deny that. So step out into the sun, paint your pictures, because you're beautiful. We're all beautiful. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box below. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Gina. This is your weekend outlook. I'm sending tons of love and light.